Okay, what I got is a EX 500 early 90s Cowie. As you can tell, it doesn't look stock at all. We'll kind of walk around it and show you what I did to it. Let's start with the fiberglass. The fiberglass is off of a CBR. It's a race bike. It's all race plastics. Well, it's fiberglass. As you can tell, it's been wrecked. I've laid this bike over twice. I put a zero gravity windshield in it. The headlights are actually fog lights, and I grafted those into the body kit because, as you know, race kits don't have any lights at all of any kind. So I grafted those in. I put new turn signals on it. I had a fender eliminator on it, but I didn't like the look of it with the body kit, so I put that's a stock Cowie front fender. What else did I do? Vortex race clamps on it, on the triple tree. As you know, the Cowie EX 500s, the handlebars sit really high, almost like a flat foot bike. So what I did was I got some Vortex racing clamps, and I bolted them under the triples, so you can kind of see where the stud sits up from where the factory ones would bolt on. I just polished this out and put the new clip-ons on, and tank's all stock. We redid the seat. Now the seat, what I did was I used the factory seat and just cut it down to fit and made it a two-piece seat, so the actual seat itself comes off like that and flips on. And the tail section, the subframe of it's all custom. This is all aftermarket. I had to weld all this in on both sides. And the tail, it started out as a solo tail. It looked like a whale tail, almost like a factory CBR tail. And what I did was I cut it down, split it into two pieces, put the two pieces together with fiberglass, and I grafted in the brake lights. And as you can tell, I had to glass all that in, and they're just LEDs, so it kind of gave it a nice clean look. The exhaust, I took the factory exhaust, and the EX 500s have two tailpipes, and what I did was I ran the 2-to-1. I took a D&D carbon fiber slip-on, and I took the bracket and then the factory exhaust. I cut the factory exhaust off, and I pop riveted the D&D onto the factory, I guess you can call it the baffle that goes to the exhaust. So it's pretty much the same exhaust, it's just now a 2-to-1 exhaust. I had to relocate all the computers and major components that are all underneath the tail now, all riveted in. Other than that, the missus, you don't know, I'm going to put a 1-pound nitrous bottle on it, a dry fogger. Got my Can-N air filters coming, so I got to relocate the battery again. Other than that, it's pretty much all aftermarket, the whole bike. You really can't tell what kind of bike it is unless you know bikes. You can kind of tell by the wheels and by the tank, but the way I grafted the body kit to fit on it, you really can't tell by the tank. The tank almost looks like it's been flattened out for stunt riding, and that's kind of what I do with this bike. I'm going to get a bigger rear wheel. I'm thinking a newer style Cowie. I got to find a wrecked one, put the rear swing arm on and rear wheel, and then a bigger front wheel. But for now, it works. The thing gets up and goes. I mean, it'll pull wheelies. Pisses the old lady off when she finds out I'm doing that. I stunt ride it. I can ride the tank, and it's pretty comfortable to ride. It may look like it's not, but it is. So, like I said, I was on YouTube, and I had to reject this carburetor, and I've never done the Cowies, the dual carbs before. And so what I did was I got on YouTube to see how to do it. And while I was on there, I looked up tricked out EX 500s, and I just thought I'd throw mine up there because there's a couple, but nothing like this. Totally fabricated all the way through. The tank's been picked up a little bit on the back. I had to pick it up a little bit to make everything fit right. And kind of try to keep the same body lines going across where the plastics run into the body line. I don't know what color I'm going to paint it yet, but for now, black on black works. I think I'm going to do it like a matte black, make it look like I don't know. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. I got the stock gauges and I was going to put a 1 gauge in it with the speedo and tachometer all on the same set. And but for now, I mean, it's a cool bike. Totally custom, one of a kind. No one else has one, so I kind of wanted to go different. I owned a lot of bikes, but this one here takes the cake for me because, like I said, it's one of a kind. The only downfall I don't like about it is how small the wheels are, and it still has the rear drums in it. So as soon as I find the right swing arm set, I'll put new wheels on it, go a size bigger, and go a little wider, like pushing like, I don't know, like a 285 or something, big wheel, and move the exhaust under the tail, refiberglass the tail, and until then, that's what I got. So tell me what you think. I'd like some feedback on it. If someone has any ideas for me what I could do with it other than just launching it off a cliff. It's a fun stunt bike. Turns heads, it's one of a kind, so I don't know. I kind of like the look of it. But like I said, it's a CBR fiberglass race kit, full fairings, custom tail, bobber style, and hella comfortable to ride about. The only thing I can't do is stand on it while I'm wheeling. I can't get up and stand on the back of it, so I put a 12 o'clock bar on it. So until then, this is what I got. Everything works, everything runs. Tell me what you think. I'd like some feedback, positive and negative. Tell me what I could do different, and I'm going to put a picture up also of how it looked when I got it. I paid $900 for the bike, and I think I'm into it less than $1,500. So I'm thinking I'm ahead of the game. I'm doing all right. Thank you. Bye.